I am Jazzy Carrington, and this is my show, What's Hot with Jazzy. I am introducing you to the hottest, most innovative people around the nation, and including my favorite things and also Jazzy's take. Put it all together, and you've got What's Hot with Jazzy. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to What's Hot with Jazzy. I know you miss me, but I'm back, and I've got a great show for you today. I am here. Okay, I don't even know how to describe this, y'all. This lady beside me, she is fabulous and fierce, and you are going to love this show because today I'm here with author Tanesha-Cameron Cole. I hope I said that right because I know I had to say the middle name.
You did, yes.
Tanesha-Cameron Cole, she is here to talk about her new book. Oh my God. You have got to watch this show all the way through. Go get your water now. Whatever you got to do, use the restroom because you're going to want to hear this. And I have with me her book, When Authenticity Answers. And guys, you're going to love this. So welcome to What's Hot with Jazzy, Tanesha-Cameron Cole. Yeah. Oh my God, Tanesha. I love when I get my fabulous authors. I love it. I love it. I love it. When authenticity answers. And it's as deep as the title. It is. First, I want to know, what made you decide to write this book?
Well, it was absolutely a journey. It was a journey.
Wow.
And the book is actually a representation of a year of my journaling. Yes.
Wow.
So this was a year of my journaling. I've always loved writing. I've always enjoyed journaling.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was my opportunity to really bring my inner thoughts, my internal battlefield.
Oh, wow.
Onto paper to really give others the opportunity to do the same and recognize that we're not alone in our thoughts. We're not alone in the things that we battle with. And so sometimes we just need someone to open that door and let us know that, okay, we're going through things. We might look fabulous. We look fabulous. We smell fabulous. And we are, but we also have things that we are battling.
Yeah.
And how do we begin to unravel that and really reflect? And so this book gives an opportunity to do that.
I love that. And you know what? It is very deep, guys. I started reading and I'm still reading it, because I get a little busy, but I have to come back, but I don't forget. And one of the things that I love in the first chapter, and oh my God, how do I explain this? Because I have seen this so much. So in people I even know, in friendships and things, when you said, I had to have everything perfect. I had the perfect grades in college. I got my bachelor's. I got my MBA. I did all these things. I made sure I had everything, the perfect home, I made the family perfect, everything, me, flawless, head to toe. But you were internally struggling.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. So, I think our culture just really focuses a lot on the external, right? Really wanting things to be picture perfect in every way, shape, or form. And I really internalized that. And so my entire, upbringing, everything that I thought was success really was externally facing, right? So like you said, get the good grades, do your best, work hard. All of those things were ingrained in me, which was good. But I was so focused on the external, on achievement, that I didn't always take the time to really reflect internally on who Tanesha really was.
I was going to say that, to know who you are.
Yes.
And that's so important. I remember when I always talk about this, when I first started going to therapy. And my first therapist, I've had two.
Mm-hmm.
One I did, I think, for like 3 months. I was like, screw this. Oh, man. And then the other one I did for 5 years.
Mm.
But the first time, my therapist, she said to me, "You're a perfectionist. Why are you trying so hard to be perfect?" And I thought, I was like, you know what? That's true.
And, you know, the thing about it is, and what I learned through reflection therapy is it's really the jagged edges, the imperfections that make us who we really are.
But people don't want to see your imperfections now.
But you know what? I think it's the way we perceive them, right? Because what we perceive as imperfections are actually the pieces that make us unique.
I love it. And see, and that's sometimes I think the pieces that intimidate people also. Because I'm going to tell you something, why your title struck me so big. When you told me the name of this, okay, I'm going to tell you what did it for me.
Okay.
And I didn't tell you this the first night we met.
Okay.
When you said the title was When Authenticity Answers, I remember in a session in therapy one day, and I was talking to my therapist, and I said, I just don't understand. I say, you know, I have these friendships and these people, and when I'm talking to them, and I said, and they're mean. I said, and they almost seem like they don't like me very much. And she said, oh my God. She said, because you're authentic. I said, whoa. She said, and most people are fake. And most people are trying harder to hide who they really are than to show who they really are. So when you show up as you,
yes,
it makes them feel inferior, and they want to shut it down, because then they have to look in the mirror at themselves and they want to shut it down because you're being authentic, and most people do not want to be authentic.
Yes. And you know, the one thing that I learned, and there's a chapter in the book, it's titled No Longer on Sale.
Oh, please.
No longer on sale.
Down.
And what it really is about is when we do truly embrace our authenticity, who God created us to be, we then get to a place where the people, the environments that are not meant for us, we understand they're not meant for us. So when you think about those friends, those places that made you feel like you needed to be something different, and for those of us who might be in situations where we feel like we can't be ourselves, those are the situations that we are not supposed to be in. Those are the people we are not supposed to be with. And for a lot of time, because I was so focused on, you know, the picture perfect life, I didn't always pay attention to the signs that, okay, I'm really not engaging with this person the way I should be, or I'm giving more of myself than they are to me, right? And so you start to really recognize when you are being true to yourself, you recognize who's for you and who's not for you. And I just praise God for that gift of discernment to be able to say, okay, when I'm living in my truth and when I'm understanding who I truly am, the people that are for me are attracted to me, and I'm attracted to them. The environments that I'm supposed to be in, I'm attracted to, and those that I'm not, I won't. And it's just a beautiful place to be when you can recognize that, okay, you know, it's okay for some of those people to have moved on. It's absolutely okay for that. And the people that are supposed to be in my life will stay in my life. And some people are meant to be seasons, and that's okay too. But truly being true to myself and who I am is paramount, most important, in being able to think about our authenticity. Sometimes it takes some time. It's a process. Like we are evolving, we are changing, we are ever growing.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we make sure that we are learning who we are as we grow? And so that's what the book is designed to do. And it's designed to take it slow. So on purpose.
Yes, I saw that in the book.
So you said you're taking your time. It is designed for us to take our time to really give that opportunity for reflection. It's not a book that is designed to speed through.
Yes.
It's not.
That is so true, because when I was reading your book the other night, it's like I do. And I even went back, because you say a lot of really poignant things in this book. And what I also, I'm glad you talked about the growing. And when you started growing and having that discernment, I was watching an interview with Iyanla Vanzant and Carlos King the other day. It was a good interview. Hey, Carlos, I love you. It's a good show. And she said to Carlos, I know my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
She said, that's very important. She said, I know my purpose. I don't try to go outside of that. You know, there's a lot of things that we can, but I know who I am. I know my purpose.
Yes. Yes.
How did you figure out when you knew your purpose?
So it was absolutely through prayer. Absolutely taking time to be still. And for me, that was a big deal. I wear a lot of hats.
Mm-hmm.
I built a lot of distraction into my life. And so taking that time to really reflect on myself, I recognized where I was being distracted. I recognized where I needed to pull back. And then I replaced that distracted time with prayer.
Mm-hmm.
I replaced it with quiet time and reflection. I replaced it with journaling, which is how this book came to be. And through that time, I started to recognize the things that truly bring me joy, the things that I'm most passionate about, the environments that I feel the fullest, right? What fills me up, right? So when we think about purpose, what naturally fills us?
Oh my God, what feeds your spirit.
Yes.
I tell people that's all the time. I love what you said about that, because that was what I had to go through. I had to find my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest. I think I'm still on the journey.
Listen, we all are. Listen,
I really do.
Yes.
Because
yes.
I tell you, because what a lot of people don't know, I started out as a singer and songwriter, which I'm getting ready to do something special for y'all. So y'all going to hear all about that.
Watch out now.
And so, and then I moving away from that. And then, loving entertainment. I always wanted to sing. It was like everything to me. I eat, slept it, prayed it, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I kept getting all these doors. I get so close. I was talking to someone the other night, and I said, I get so close. And the doors would I'm like, okay, God, now what is going on? And I really had to pray and say, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Like, what am I supposed to do? And I think one of my purposes, is going to sound crazy, is to love.
Absolutely.
To love.
Absolutely. And the way that you exude that love matters, right? It matters, right? And we all do that in different ways. Mm-hmm. So identifying and understanding our purpose, I don't believe is like a one size fits all one time, and that's it. It really is an evolution as we evolve as people. And I think the challenge is, Jazzy, that a lot of times we let other people, we let other things, we let culture, society, all the things get in the way and kind of cloud who we think we are, what we think we are, what am I doing, what is this supposed to be about?
Yes.
And it's really about taking that time and reflecting, and whatever that looks like for us, it's different. For me, it was journaling. For someone else, it might be walking, it might be singing, it might be all of the things to be able to get closer to who we truly are. And with that, you then start to lean in on, okay, what is my purpose? And the thing for me that was a turning point was recognizing that it's absolutely okay to say, I don't know. It's
yes.
okay.
Yes. I had an issue with that for me because let me tell you, being authentic is hard work.
Absolutely.
No, let me take that back. Being authentic is easy. Being inauthentic is hard work.
Yes, it takes more energy. It takes more energy.
It takes a lot to be someone you're not.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
It takes a lot.
It takes up the brain power. It takes up the energy. It adds judgment. It adds all of these other pieces that are absolutely unnecessary, and we were not designed to operate that way.
Exactly.
Yeah. So authenticity is our natural state. It's the natural place that we are naturally designed to be and operate in. It's everything else that makes us think we shouldn't. So what I want to do is combat that. Really, really open up that door to have honest, true conversations that peel back the layers, remove the mask, right? And what is beautiful about it, and what I found as I was preparing for this book, is that when you open that door and open it for yourself, it allows others to actually do the same. So where we generally will operate in facades, will operate in the mask, the picture perfect life. When someone opens the door, it allows that level of vulnerability to, say, you know what, okay, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm not the only one that's going through this. I'm not the only one that's questioning my purpose. We all have areas that we're looking to figure out.
And I do think a lot of times you feel alone in that, because I know I did. I know I did. And one of the things that was hard, I think, for me was fear. I had paralyzing fear. But searching and trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go, where I'm supposed to be, I was able to get diagnosed with general anxiety disorder.
Okay.
And that freed me because I didn't know what this was. This is something I've been living with since a child.
Okay.
No, this didn't just start one day. No, I always felt that was kind of on me. And I think, what happens is when you start figuring out who you are, and then you start realizing, I think when people don't know who they are, they think there's something wrong with them.
Absolutely. And that's why it's so important for us to take that time with ourselves. And the way the world is set up, it is set up for us to be so distracted and have so many other things to do, so many other places to go, so many other people to be focused on, that we leave very little time to focus on ourselves. And that just has to stop, right? It has to stop, because when we do give ourselves that time, that's when you realize, okay, you know what? I was made especially special, and who I am is not like anyone else on this planet. And that's a beautiful thing. It's not something that I should be ashamed of or feel any limitations about. It really is a very freeing feeling when we realize that I am literally one of a kind. Like there's no one else on this planet that is Jazzy or Tanesha.
That's
like
right.
there's not. And when we think of it that way, and we think about how intricately God designed us, it's like empowering.
It is empowering because I was telling a friend the other night, I said, now that I know who I am,
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited when I wake up.
Yes.
I used to dread my days. But now I'm like, what am I going to do today? What am I going to get into? What adventure?
Yes.
Knowing that I'm going to work, I'm going to do the things I got to do to sustain life. Yes. But at the same time, looking forward to creating new adventures, things, reinventing myself. Something I notice is that people tend to, you kind of touched on this with people telling you who and what you should be. And I noticed that people tend to do like follow the leader.
Yeah.
Because you did it. Okay, because a group of Black people did this. Okay, this is the thing to do. Because people of a certain social status are doing this. If I want to be there, I've got to do this. And the first thing, be you. Because it's like you said, those things that you think are imperfect are the best. Those are the best.
Those are the best
I love, and I'll give you an example. I was watching an interview with Shantae Moore. I love her too. She has a 5-octave range. And she was saying when she hits that high note, she has that high note like that Mariah Carey, Minnie Riperton note. She said the only reason she was hitting that note when she was really singing, when she was young and trying to kind of really find her voice, was because she was listening to Tremaine Hawkins, and Tremaine Hawkins had that strong, and she was doing this strong note, but she couldn't do it. So she went on top of it. And she thought that made her voice like really not good. She thought that was a big flaw.
Wow.
But that was the thing that made people love her singing, was hitting that note.
Sets us apart.
Sets us apart.
Sets us apart. And that is the beauty, and I call it the power. The power of authenticity is that it's not about perfection at all. It's about really exuding who we truly are, whether we consider it flaws. I almost don't even want to use that word anymore, because it's things that I might want to adjust, or things that I might want to develop further.
Exactly.
Right.
And I wanted to ask you a question. When you were really soul searching and having that quiet time and finding yourself, what did you feel uncomfortable?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I had to really take a look back on life.
And that's uncomfortable.
I had to go back in time, and going back in time and kind of reliving and rehashing some of the most pivotal points in my life was hard. It's the one of the chapters is called Not Prepared. And so recognizing that there are moments in our lives that we're not prepared for, that shape us. They're like milestone moments. And going back through those milestone moments and recognizing how it impacted how I think. It impacted decisions that I made. It impacted the people that I chose to be around and those I chose not to. And that was hard. It was hard, but it's necessary. So it's kind of like thinking about like when you have like a cut and you have to rip the Band-Aid off. So it's kind of ripping that Band-Aid off, but knowing that, okay, there's healing on the other side of that. There's a new renewed mindset on the other side of that. Really allowed me to kind of keep pushing. And it truly was a moment in my life that I just felt like everything was coming undone.
It It what was I gonna say? Because you know I got menopause brain, girl. If I don't say it right then, it's gone. But I wanted to say, oh my God, it was so important. Well, okay, maybe it'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. But pulling off the Band-Aid, knowing what people made you feel like. I feel good in this environment and whatnot. One of the hardest things people have a hard time doing, and I think, is when your authenticity is trying to pull at you, is letting go.
Oh yes.
See, because you were trying to figure out how to let go. I was trying to figure out let go.
Yes.
And that's not saying just people. Letting go. When you said, I had to look back. Letting go.
Yes.
You have to be able to let go to be authentic.
Yes. And when you recognize, I talked about in one of the chapters kind of almost the grief of letting go, right? There's grief. You kind of grieve what once was.
Yes.
And you have to go through that process of grieving what once was, or even the idea of what you thought should be or could be, right? There's a process in that we have to allow ourselves to go through. And for me, because I used to be so focused on the perfection, so focused on, I got to get this done. I got to be here. I got to be there. I got things to do. I don't have time to sit down and think. It stopped me from having that opportunity to reflect. So that quiet time, that time with ourselves is just so, so important. We spend so much time doing so many other things. And for me, it was a distraction. It was a distraction from myself, right? And so it was amazing when I actually took the time to really listen to myself and really understand, what is my spirit saying? What does God want of me and from me? What is my true purpose? And how do I start to understand that more clearly? And it's not a snap of the finger.
No, it's not.
It's not. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. But it's worth it.
Oh, wow. You said a mouthful there. It is worth it because, I was telling someone, it's like one day I just woke up and it was like, oh, it's like the heavens just opened up and it was like, I'm in the sunlight. This feels fabulous. And you will have people. And I want to talk about this. Even in this journey, I'm holding this book up again, When Authenticity Answers.
Yes.
And we're going to tell you.
And then here's the journal too.
And we got the journal.
That's right.
A journal from you to you, When Authenticity Answers. And I'm going to tell you before we get out of here how you're going to get this.
Yes.
Because you're going to get this.
Yes.
Because your journey is going to start today.
I love it.
After this.
I love it.
One of the things is you will when you find yourself and you get to that warm sunlight and you're reinventing yourself, that I call them the vampires. And one of the things that I struggle with, and I don't know if you struggle with this, that I don't like anymore, and I'm telling all of you, if any of you who know me watching, it's not happening anymore, is availability.
Okay.
I'm not your trash can anymore.
That's that no longer on sale.
Yeah.
That's that no longer
on sale.
No longer on sale. And what I wrote in that chapter was, I started to recognize that for some people, for some situations, I didn't just put myself on the sale rack. I was on the clearance rack.
Oh God. That's not
where we're supposed to be. Okay. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So, really the people pleasing, right? The wanting to be superwoman for everybody else, right? All of that takes a toll. And when you're walking in your authenticity, you then realize, okay, what's really for me, what's not for me. And then you start to get in alignment, right? You start to get in alignment with, okay, who is for me, who's not, what is for me, what's not, what am I going to not tolerate in my life, which leads to the letting go piece. And then things become a lot clearer. And that's where you get that peace. That's where that peace comes from.
And that's what I have. I always tell everyone who meets me, I live a very peaceful, no drama existence.
I love that. I
don't let it come near me. I cut it at the knees. When I see it, I'm like, nope. You got to go over there with that.
That's that discernment. Yes.
No. And that's not being mean.
No.
That's not being selfish. That's like, it's just like when you're on a plane. What do they tell you to do? If that plane is going down, what you got to do first?
Mask first.
You got to mask
Secure
first.
your mask first. That's
then help the other person.
Right. Right.
And that's life. How can I help me? And how can I help you and be my best for my children, my grandbabies? Yes, I got another one coming, y'all. Another boy. Oh, Lord, I'm just like ready. Another one coming. And so how can I be there for my grandbabies, my children, my family, my friendships, real, genuine, authentic friendships, my relationship, if I am not the best authentic me?
Yes. It matters. It matters. And I want to say something about the friendships. There's a chapter in the book. It's the village is so real. Ooh. The village is real. So in this journey, I also was able to really reflect on how blessed I have been to have a village and have family members, girlfriends that supported me during my time of need, like really at one of the lowest times in my life, trying to put the pieces of my life back together. And there were people that were walking alongside me in that process.
Oh, wow,
right?
in that journey.
That journey and recognizing that the journey is not always meant to be done alone, right? Wow. There are reasons that we have people in our lives, and recognizing the people who need to go, let them skirt away, but also recognizing the people that were meant to be there.
Well, I also think too, if they're walking that journey with you, even if they don't understand, stop. They even if they didn't understand, they didn't make it any less important.
Oh, no. Yes. Yes.
Because I tell people, stop putting your stuff because of how you would do it in your inauthentic self on me.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not you.
Right.
Things may not affect me the same way they affect you.
Yes.
Things not that you like, I may not like. Things that you hate, I may love.
And being able to honor that, we have to recognize who those people are.
There you go.
Right? We have to know who the people are that will honor who we are in our authenticity and value that and love us for it. And those are our people. Those are the people that are our people, because you can be the most natural version of yourself and it is perfectly, wonderfully fine. Right. And so that, for me, that's the what do you want to call it? The boundary line, right? If I can't be myself and feel comfortable, then that means that something is off.
Something's off. Our spirit, our connection, it's not, and it's not that you and that person there may not be like you're not being anything wrong. It's just that something's not connecting, and something when I'm around you, I'm not comfortable. I don't feel. I'm glad you brought that up. That actually happened to me.
Okay.
And I was. How can I say this? I had was out with someone who, I guess, a friend or whatever. And I noticed when we were out to dinner, I was so on edge. And I felt like when I laughed, it wasn't genuine. I felt like the things that I said wasn't genuine.
Okay.
I felt like I was trying so hard to be phony.
Oh, no.
Just to sit there and be in that person's presence.
Yes. No.
And I said, ooh, yuck. I don't want to do that no more. I said, I can't hang around her no more. I was like, I can't do this. I don't know what it was, but something just was off. It wasn't right.
I think it's important to recognize that. Because I think a lot of times we put ourselves in situations, we're with people that may really just not be our people. Right? And
exactly.
It's no reason to force it.
Exactly.
It's no reason to force it.
And the thing about it is, eventually, I found out. Okay. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's why. Okay.
God be the glory. Yeah. And I remember hearing the Holy Spirit tell me, you need to stop being around this person. You need to get away from this person.
We have to.
And I remember I'd known this person for years. And I remember I would take long breaks from her. And then I would go back and say, oh, okay. Because she was so, and then I would go back to that. I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm being, maybe I'm being a little, not so nice. You know what I mean?
Mean girl.
The mean girl. Maybe I'm being a mean girl. I go back. I feel that same feeling, but it would get worse.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
And then, so I'll tell you what was funny. Side note. So one night we were at dinner and I had my grandbaby with me, my grandson. He's so smart. He's 2 now. At that time, he was 1.
Oh, I love it.
And so I thought, okay, I'll be nice. I'll extend an invitation if you want to meet us for dinner. I had my grandbaby. So we're at the dinner table and she comes up. And she said, you know how people, they see the baby. Oh, hi. And he licked his tongue out at her.
Children.
They know. He licked his tongue out. And then he did like this. He licked his tongue and he was like,
I don't like you.
I was like, did my baby give her the side eye?
He's like, listen, I already feel it. We're not for her.
That's what I was
she's not for us.
Yeah, because they can feel it.
It's important. Yeah. It is absolutely important because being in the wrong place with the wrong people can impact how we move, right? And can impact how we walk in obedience to God, right? And so how we are distracted can be very problematic.
Yes, and I wanted to tell you that when you say distracted, I remember years ago during COVID, I did a video. Are you, I said, what did I say? Are you progressing or are you just busy? Isn't that good? Are you progressing or are you just busy?
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you what made me do that video. And I said it in the video. I had a friend and he had gone through a lot, a tough divorce. And it wasn't good. And it was very devastating for him. And so he was always moving, shaking. He has his own business that's been successful for many years. And then he, does other things, but he was going. And, COVID made us.
COVID was that was part
COVID made us sit down.
Yes. COVID
you have a choice.
Part of my part. I started writing during COVID. The first book that I was a part of, it was an anthology. And I started reflecting during COVID. I didn't realize that what I was reflecting would then turn into a chapter.
Into this.
Well, not this one, the one before this.
Really?
Yes. So I didn't realize that it was going to translate into that chapter in that anthology. And the anthology is titled Stand Up, Resilient Black Women Who Are Shaping the World with Their Faith, Volume 3. Right. And my chapter was titled Behind the Mask. And so COVID was the start of me really beginning to take this time because we had to. Like you said,
you didn't have a choice. And I remember him calling me and he was like stressed. He was like, I just don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do. Wow. And then in that moment, I said, oh my God, you're not healed. You're just busy.
Busy.
And a lot of times people are going. Let me tell you something. I don't go as much as people think I do. You know, we all post on Instagram and I do my reels and stuff like that. But really, I'm not really going as much people think I do because first of all, that gets expensive. And second of all, I'm going to tell everybody my secret. They don't know this. During COVID, it forced me to truly look around me right here in my environment, right here in North Carolina, in my environment. And I started finding so much beauty right here at home. I didn't need to go nowhere. And I was in heaven. So a lot of times when I'm in certain places, I'm right here at home. I haven't gone anywhere. I had a friend of mine one time, she was like, where are you at? Are you in Europe? Where are you? I was like, Chapel Hill.
Look at that.
Exactly.
Right in your backyard.
You know, right in your backyard. And everybody thinks their beauty is somewhere far away.
No.
It's off here. I got to go to Paris. I've got to go to Mexico. I got to go to the Caribbean. There are places right here in the United States of America that look like Greece.
Listen, and the one thing that I found, and it was during COVID. So COVID really set this whole thing off. Just the beauty in sitting quietly in nature. I would never. I would never. I'm a city girl. Crickets and trees. I came to North Carolina for trees and grass.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, yes, you wasn't.
Yes. So came to North Carolina for trees and grass, and I love sitting outside, and there doesn't have to be anything else but the sounds of nature.
I love that.
I've done my best thinking sitting outside and just taking in the fresh air, looking at the trees, looking at just the natural beauty of our environment. And like you said, it doesn't always need to be all this extra hoopla.
It
doesn't have to do. You don't have to do all that. You
don't have to do all that at all.
Now, of course, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Take vacation. We got to have a vacation.
We like it.
Yeah.
But taking those moments on an average, typical day are the things that really get us closer to, okay, what do I really want for my life?
Okay, so we're about on our way out of here. We're about to go into landing now. We're about to land this plane.
Okay.
I want you to sum it up.
Yes.
Why people need to get this book.
Okay. When Authenticity Answers is our opportunity to take a commercial break. And that break allows us to reflect, on our lives, reflect on where we've been, where we want to go, and allows the opportunity to really unveil the most authentic parts of who we are. It's designed to move through slowly, right? Taking chapter by chapter as an opportunity for your own reflection. And by the end of the book, you will have clarity on what your passions are. You will have clarity on any areas of confusion or chaos that might have, really stopped you in your tracks from understanding your purpose. It will absolutely give you an opportunity to think. Every chapter has questions. I'm challenging us to think deeply. This is not surface level. This is not shallow. This is deep work of unveiling and really looking inside and embracing the joy in who we truly are, releasing judgment about who we are, and really celebrating the uniqueness of each and every single one of us. So that is what the book will provide.
I love it. Yes. Now, what we need to know, guys, if you want to go and purchase When Authenticity Answers, and I will encourage you, please, to do so. And also, if you like journaling, a journal from you to you, When Authenticity Answers. Tell everybody where they can go and how they can keep up with you, everything. Yes. Tell them your Instagram.
Yes.
Tell them where they can go to purchase both of these.
Yes. So you can purchase the book and the journal on my website, which is www.authenticityanswers.com. You can find me on Instagram under my name, Tanesha-Cameron Cole. The book and the journal are also available on Amazon. If you purchase on Amazon, it's available via Prime. You can also download the ebook. So a lot of options to be able to get your copy. If you purchase from my website, www.authenticityanswers.com, you will receive a signed autographed copy of the book and the journal, are both available there as well.
It doesn't get no better.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh my God, Tanesha, you are absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I feel so honored. This was wonderful, and you have to come back.
Oh yes, I will be back.
I want you to come back.
And thank you, Jazzy, for the
You're
invitation.
welcome. This has been wonderful.
Yes.
And thank you for watching another fantastic episode of What's Hot with Jazzy. Yes. I'm your host, Jazzy Carrington. And until next time, I'm out. Yeah.